everybody. Welcome to Table Talk. My name is Brant.
And I'm Kim.
And today we're going to talk about fears and phobias. Kim? You want to go ahead and start it off a little bit?
Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Fears and phobias. Anything that scares you or something that you just want no part of, we would like to hear. So go ahead and comment down below and let us know what your fears or phobias are. I'm going to start off by telling you one of my...
Several phobias, fears?
Well, actually, one big one. Okay. My fear is a fear of alligators. Now, I didn't have this fear until I moved to South Florida. Didn't really know much about it because I didn't live in a place that had them, so I didn't know what they were all about as far as the attacks and, you know, how lethal they are.
Right.
But I will tell a little story. I was dating someone, and right behind my mom's house, there was like a little lake, and it had a culvert. And we were sitting on it with our legs dangling down, and not realizing then, but now I realize that we were hearing noises. And
was that at night?
It was at night, late at night.
Oh wow!
And realizing now the noises that we heard were alligators, and I didn't know it then. Now, he should have said something because he grew up there.
Right.
And, but nope, did not know. So I was very lucky because normally they'll come right out of the water and snatch you.
They will.
Or get a leg or something. So, but after, living there for a while and seeing what they can do to people, they will actually come out of the water.
Oh, you and I've seen them many times walking on the side of the road.
Right, we've seen sightings, yes.
Yeah, big time.
And that is one of my biggest fears. And then on the news, you hear about them in people's kitchens, hanging out in people's pools. It's like...
Oh, yeah, you see that a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen them where they go through the doggy door. I mean, those are baby alligators.
Right.
Nonetheless... You stumble out of bed.
But they get in.
Well, no. You stumble out of bed. You're exhausted. You're half asleep. You go down to get a cup of coffee. And what's in the kitchen?
Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. I think I would need new underwear after I saw one in my kitchen or in my pool or anywhere that would just freak me out. I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. But the one thing they tell you is to run Zigzag.
Right.
So now I see this alligator and I stop dead in my tracks, and then I'm going to think, ooh, let me run zigzag.
I don't think that's it. I think that you are scared out of your wits and that you automatically going to do. I think it's going to come natural. That you're automatically going to be like going from side to side, freaking out. Yeah. Well, they said they're as fast as a thoroughbred racehorse in the short run.
Right.
So.
But being that if you zigzag, what did you say? The tails?
Yeah, the tail is what keeps them straight.
Right.
So if you're zigzagging, it's hard for them to go side to side. Right. I mean, I've only heard that. Thank God I've never had that firsthand
to try
experience
that, right?
Live by it, But we have seen it, and we've heard some of those things, a lot of stories lately, man. And
I know.
One in South Carolina and one, I think, in Florida.
In Florida,
as well.
right.
2 women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walking dogs, and boom, done.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how awful could that possibly be, meeting your demise like that?
I know. And, the thing about it is a lot of people, I think what happens is they go after the little dogs.
Yeah, they love that.
And people try to save them.
Of course.
But, as I was telling our son... with his dog, if I was out walking his dog.
Poor Rudy.
Right.
Rudy would be a goner.
Oh, he would. I would have probably offered him up.
Yeah. So here, take it. I got to go. Right.
No, but seriously, it's sad. And, I felt for those women because I can't even imagine.
That's awful.
Yeah. I can't imagine the feeling of being dragged by this alligator into. There's nothing you can do, and that's one of my biggest fears. So now what is yours?
Well, you're not going to throw sharks in there as well? I mean.
Well, I'm not.
I think Kim is just fearful of everything in the outdoors.
Well, according to
bears,
to my youngest son, Chad, he thinks I'm afraid of being outside, period.
So I think she told me her safest place is to be in the mall. I'm like, Wow. That's my biggest fear. You in the mall.
There you go. That's your biggest fear.
That's my biggest fear. No, I think one of my biggest fears, I mean, I probably have a few of them here and there, but I think my biggest fear is being fearful of what's coming, whether it be something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, I can only imagine meeting your demise and seeing just the first few seconds before something really bad happens. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your fear?
Well, no, I have
so you
many
mean
fears.
anything
I
before?
used to not have a fear of heights when I was in the military. I didn't have a fear of heights, but now I mean, I'm in the roofing business and own a roofing company. But I mean, I still get on roofs occasionally just to show my guys that hey, the old man can still do that. But I really do that to kind of keep everybody in check and on point. And know that I'm checking up on them. But
remember the time you fell off the roof?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You're
I fell
like
off the roof. But no, I think my biggest fear is heights. I get on a ladder. I work around the house occasionally, and it's like, wow, I get dizzy almost. You know what I mean? So stop looking like that. I do work around the house occasionally.
No, because you said something that frightened me for a moment. You said you work around the house occasionally. I was like,
and then I get very fearful. I mean, I get cold sweats. I get very fearful of when, you start trying to track me down for bills that got to be paid. It's like, oh my God, I'm out of here.
No, the fear comes when I ask you to do something. You're like, oh, I see the sweat.
Don't you know I work from home sometimes?
And your heart palpitations.
Yeah,
I see all of that.
No kidding.
That's funny.
So let's go over some of the fears that are legitimate fears and what people go, it's like,
yeah, I have
like
a small
life altering.
Right. No,
fears.
things that are really fearful for people. I have a little list here.
Yeah.
Let me go over a few. Okay, so we have arachnophobia. They made a movie about that too.
That is the
arachnophobia.
Fear of spiders?
And that's the fear of spiders. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not big on spiders either, but you know what? A broom and a dustpan works really well with them.
Well, I don't really fear them either.
Well, they're good for, we don't like them in our house, right?
No, I don't like them.
But they serve a purpose. They
They eat bugs.
Yeah, they eat bugs.
Right.
Yeah,
and that is a good thing. But, I don't cuddle with one, but I certainly don't run off screaming if I see a spider, Number 2 is phobia, the fear of snakes. Now, that is one that I'd rather not even...
Yeah, I don't need to be, in my yard pulling weeds and all of a sudden I get, I hear a rattlesnake. I'm good on that one.
Exactly. Or any kind of... I don't like snakes at all.
Yeah.
They're slithery, slimy. No. I can't even see my... People wrap them around their necks.
Yeah.
And
there was a guy in the UK that had a pet, what is that, python, the yellow ones? The big ones, so like this big around. Well,
yeah,
they went to check on him. They went to do a welfare check on him, and a snake done killed him. He's sleeping with this. Okay, who sleeps with a python, and lives to tell about it? Apparently, he didn't.
Well, some people do.
You can because their instinct is to squeeze.
Wrap themselves around.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me a story. I don't know if it was Chad or you. Somebody was telling me that this snake, her pet snake, would not eat. And she took it to the vet, and the vet asked, would ask her questions and everything. And she said that the snake lays next to her straight on the bed. Mm-hmm. And he said that's because he was preparing to eat you. And I'm like, what?
He's trying to see how long he was to her. So,
Yeah, so he didn't eat for days. Like, she couldn't understand what was wrong with him. He wasn't
So
eating.
it's like a fight. He's sizing himself up.
Yes.
See if he can win that fight.
Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
That's amazing to me. People are crazy. You can go ahead and keep having pet snakes.
Keep sleeping with them damn snakes if you want to.
Exactly, but I passed.
I'm passing on that one.
I'm trying to get rid of my son's dog right now. Where is he? Anyway, okay.
So email us if you need a dog. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so now this is what you said you feared. This is acrophobia. This is the fear of heights. And it says 5% of our general population suffers from this phobia. I don't know.
Those people who suffer from that, I mean, really suffer from that, won't even get on an airplane.
Right. No, they won't do anything that takes them off the ground. It's really scary.
Yeah.
And you feel bad because they suffer.
Right.
Now, for me, I'm not one to go someplace high and look over. You know how some people like to play around and joke and look over buildings and things like that? I can't do that.
Why don't you tell them how you don't like me in the wrong lane going over?
Right. Yeah.
Kim has to have me in the inside lane.
Yeah, but now
If
you
you're
make
going
it sound
over a
like I'm
big
afraid
overpass,
of life.
She don't want to be in that outside
No,
lane.
I don't like
thinking
it.
that I'm going to run over with me in the car.
No, so if it was just me, you would take it over? No, it's what it is that you go so fast, you almost look like you're just going to hit the walls, and it freaks me out. So I can't. No, we have to stay on the inside when we go on a bridge.
So where is that at? The fear of the outside lane?
Yeah, I don't have it here, but I wouldn't tell you anyway. And then we have agoraphobia. Now, lately, Chad said that this is my phobia. I sound like I have a lot of phobias, and I don't.
What is that?
It's I'm sorry. It's the fear of open or crowded spaces. Now, lately, you've been saying, oh, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, nope, don't want to deal with the crowds.
Right, let's go to a concert. No, too many people. Let's go to an outside venue.
No, what it is it's just that. I did all that when I was younger. I was everywhere, did everything outside, hung out with all these people, groups, and everything. Now I'm older. I just want calm. I want peaceful. I just like everything to just work. Okay, so we have this place here called Avalon, and it's really nice, but it's always so crowded.
Right.
Because the way they built it is
it's not very big.
It's right. It's kind of small. It's not that it's small. What it is there's not enough parking. So there's people everywhere, and all the restaurants you go to, you have to wait for 20 hours to be seated. So a lot of times when we go to dinner, you always want to go to Avalon. And
not always. There's some restaurants that I like there,
Yeah, but we have so many restaurants outside of Avalon that we could go to and pull up, park, and we're
I think Atlanta and the Atlanta metro area is like the restaurant capital.
Right.
I mean,
but like where we live there's so many restaurants.
I'm not getting off subject, but what I like about it is a lot of independent restaurants around here,
Right.
I try to go to those, some of those.
Right, but Avalon.
Right.
That's all you ever say is Avalon.
Okay, cool. I'm consistent.
So it looks like like I have this phobia, but I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll check that one off the list. She doesn't have the phobia of crowded spaces.
Okay. So now this is a very common one. Claustrophobia.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a fear
that might be mine sometimes. I can control it because I keep my head right, but that could be mine.
Did you say you keep your head right?
Keep my head right.
Really? Okay. No, go ahead.
Well, I do.
Continue.
I do. Unless you're going to surprise me with something. But, like, if I'm in an elevator full of 20 people, it's like, oh, my God. I start to freak out just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let me finish saying what it is.
Okay.
It's a fear of small spaces, like elevators, closets, places that...
Trunks. Be jacked up.
Wow.
Yeah, but they have the levers now. You don't get locked up in them anymore.
Wow.
When I was a kid, that's for a totally different podcast.
Yeah, I don't even know why that was said, but okay, we'll just keep on moving on. And then we have the last one. Well, it's not the last one. It's glossophobia, and that is the fear of public speaking. And our son had that. Remember, he used to be afraid to speak anywhere. Chad.
Oh. Okay.
And now he's come out of his shell. He's
also 45.
No, he's not. But he's so much better now. But I remember there was a time he wouldn't even, if someone was talking to him, he would not even answer. I would have to speak for him.
Right.
But now, now he's doing his thing. So that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, listen, everybody grows up, and starts gaining confidence in themselves. And when you gain confidence, then, you can kind of overcome your fears. You know what I mean?
Right. And then the last one I'm going to mention, because there's a list of 100,
Okay.
is aerophobia, and that is the fear of flying.
Okay.
So, you have many people who are fearful of that, especially since 9/11. They're afraid to get into a plane
No,
because
I get it. I was a little scared after 9/11 myself.
yeah, they feel like
I mean-
something is going to happen.
Yeah.
And not even that someone would cause the plane to crash. They just feel that the planes would come down somehow, some way.
Yeah. It took me a while to kind of get over that, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
The
it
fear
took
of
a
flying
lot.
like after 9/11.
Yeah.
That was pretty scary
Well,
for
it was
everybody.
scary.
And thank God I didn't have a job like a lot of people that I knew that were traveling constantly. You know?
Right.
Yeah, that wouldn't have sat very well with me, I don't think.
Right.
You know?
Well, that reminds me of just about a week ago, I went to go visit my sister in Florida, and I didn't have to fly, but I wanted to fly because it's a 10-hour drive. And
you're only going for the weekend.
exactly. So, I had to go down there and take care of some business, some things we had to, some loose ends we had to tie up, with my mom, because my mom passed away a year ago. And, so I went down there to help her. And Sunday, when I was returning home, we were talking about the time for my flight to leave. And, she was rushing. And she was like in a hurry to get me to the airport. And, there was...
Get rid of you.
Right. There were some things she wanted to do, and she wanted to go out to eat and everything before, it was time to go to the airport. But we kind of ran out of time to do that.
Right.
But she was just so fixated on getting me to the airport. So, I was like, why are we going so early?
She was dialed in, boy.
I was like, why are we going so early? And she was like, Kim, she goes, when I travel, it takes me a long time to get through, through security and, this whole
Man,
big
I got to
thing.
be there 7 hours early.
And I'm like, I mean, I like to just I don't want to sit
That was
around.
Sunday.
Right, that was Sunday. Oh my goodness. When I got there, I just walked right through. Everything was like bam, bam, bam. I went, showed my ID. My ticket was already on my phone.
Right.
And I went through security. They took my lotion from me. But that was it. And then I just sat down and I was waiting. And I called you and you were laughing. You said, oh, she got rid of you, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
yes, she did. So I called her and I said, thanks, Tracy, for dropping me off so early. I'm sitting here now. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to miss the flight. And we laughed about it. It was
So how early were you? Like, was
no,
it 2
I
or 3
was
hours? No, what?
no.
2 hours.
Yeah. No.
No, how long?
No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't that early, but I wanted to get there in time. She wanted me to get there because she was just afraid I would, miss my flight. But no, I had plenty of time,
Yeah.
I made friends. We had a barbecue.
You had friends. You make friends everywhere.
No, it was nice. So, it wasn't that long that I had to wait, but I didn't want to sit even that length of time. I just wanted to go in and get checked in and everything was cool.
Very good. Very good.
Anyway, so that was that.
That was your airplane story.
That was my airplane story.
Yes.
But I was not fearful to get on.
Amen on that one.
I know I wanted to get off when I was on because for some reason, they just like to keep you held hostage, on the plane.
Yeah. Well, that's right. When I get off the plane, well, when you like dock or whatever you want to call it, and they, everybody can start getting out of the plane. I don't even move.
Dock would be a ship.
Right. Whatever.
Okay.
But I don't even move. It's like, whatever. I'm not going to be like trying to fight.
Right.
Unless
to
I got
get
some
off
sort
the
of
plane.
connecting thing that I got to run to.
Right.
Which is never the case, thank God.
Oh, you know what? I must mention also how when I did actually get off the plane and I'm ready to go, what happens? You are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Let's play crazy.
I was on the wrong side of Hartsfield, Jackson.
You were at international flights, and so I asked the security where you were because you kept saying I'm in wherever you were.
Right. A1 or
Yeah,
whatever.
A1. And I said, where is that? And you asked me where I was, and I told you, and you were like, well, come over to me. I'm like, you have a car, come to me. And so I asked
Too big, way too big.
I asked security where you were, and he said, well, he's in international flights. Where'd you come in from? And I was like,
Domestic.
Florida.
Right.
Right?
That could be international.
Well, it could be. It depends on where.
Depends how far down south you're.
Right. So anyway, I had to go looking for you, and then I had to get on a bus and drive another 20 minutes. So thank you for that.
That is, and that would fall into the category of fearful. Oh my
Yeah.
God, is my husband going to actually pick me up? In the
Or
right
you
spot?
should have been fearful. Oh my goodness. When I see her, what is she going to do?
I know, right?
Uh-huh. But
I know.
anyway,
Yeah.
moving right along.
I get it.
So you know what I wanted to bring up to you real quick.
Oh no.
What about your offspring who tried to take over our show?
They tried. Yeah, they actually came in here and we weren't around and did a table talk takeover.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, I was pretty surprised. I thought it was pretty good for that was their very first podcast.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I was like, those little demons came
Yeah.
in here. I saw my headphones and everything. I was like,
you better go get your own headphones.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So
But
now we got to lock our
lock everything up.
little studio up.
Lock
and
our studio up. Let's
That's
just
it.
lock it down. Put extra locks on the door. Call
Studio
it a
One's got to be locked up.
day. Studio One. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, no, table talk. That was a good episode. I hope people kind of tune in and check that out.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really cute.
Up and coming new talent, I guess, right?
New
In
talent.
the podcast world.
What are you, old talent?
I guess. I don't know. I ain't been around to be any talent at this point. But we're having fun doing it anyways. I mean, it's another episode of Table Talk and we're having fun doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anything else on the fear of or phobias?
No, do you have any?
No, I don't.
Well, that's it. You ready to wrap this up?
I am. Make sure that you guys ring the bell and give us the thumbs up.
Comment down below. Subscribe.
Okay.
Okay,
Good job,
let's wrap
Kim.
it up.